Since the Google Stadia reveal earlier this week, we've learned it is apparently more powerful than the PS4 and Xbox One smushed together.
Yum.
And that Google recommends a 25 megabits per second internet connection to provide 1080p, 60 frames per second gameplay. But Jonathan,
Yes.
you actually sat down with Google's Phil Harrison, formerly of Sony, formerly of Atari, formerly of Microsoft, and asked him about those internet requirements.
Yes, you know how much I love frames and I love Ps, so I had to talk to Phil about those.
Yeah.
And I asked him specifically about whether Google had concerns about how many players could access Stadia given the wildly different speeds of internet available all throughout the world. He said, quote, "We know that there are internet bandwidth requirements. We won't reach everybody on day one. There's nothing I can promise that will change that, but we'll work hard to reduce the bandwidth required and increase the quality."
Now, in recent years, Google has begun investing in its own internet capabilities with Google Fiber, the internet superfood.
It's not just vitamins, and it's not just fiber. It's Google Fiber, and it's like nothing else out there.
Did you ask Harrison if there might be a concerted effort for Stadia to keep proliferating Google Fiber's reach?
I'm glad you did. It's almost like you read my interview. He actually pointed to the Backend Fiber connections powering Google's data centers as the main impact on players who will access Stadia. He said to me, quote, "It's the other kind of Google Fiber that is helping all players, which is the fiber we have connecting all of our data centers together. The private backbone that Google has, the hundreds of thousands of miles of cable, many of which go underseas and across continents.
Wow.
That is the thing that is impacting the play experience positively for everybody."
All right, so to me, the most significant note here is that a big company is launching a new gaming platform that won't reach everybody day one. That's something that wasn't true about any gaming console in history. Any PlayStation you bought on day one, for example, would simply play any game you threw at it at the highest quality the system was capable of. But of course, Stadia isn't a console.
Absolutely, and while it may be easy for us to compare Stadia as a competitor to the Xbox and PlayStation, it's pretty clear Google's trying to do something a bit different. They understand Stadia's strengths and limitations, and as much as they want Stadia to be on every screen it can be, I think they know it'll take some time. Talking to Phil, I got the sense that he is very much aware that this is a long-term project for Google, and this isn't something they're intending to ramp up, release, and then hope we all just kind of forget about, like Google Plus.
What?
Google Plus?
Not ringing a bell.
Did you never plussed me?
Now that you've had a few days to process the reveal of Stadia, what do you think? In the not too distant future, Sony and Microsoft are going to be pitching you their next-gen consoles, and here Google is telling you you don't need a console anymore. Unleash your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for more from IGN Now.
It's Google Plus, not minus.
Not ringing a bell.
It's a thing. Rest in peace.